Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about the jlpt grammar construction, nikurabete, nikurabe, and nikuraberuto. This is a construction that is used to attach to a noun and set that noun as the basis for a comparison. And the thing being compared to that particular noun is at a higher or lower level than the other thing. Now that sounds a little bit abstract and maybe a little tough to understand right now, but as soon as you see some example sentences, I'm sure it'll click for you in no time. So let's go ahead and jump right into the construction, how this is made. So what we do to set this up in a sentence is we take a noun plus to or ni, and I want you to take a look at this to and ni because it does not matter which one you use. They're interchangeable and they both have the same meaning. There's no change to the overall meaning of the sentence, no matter which you use, so don't be concerned there. Next, we add to that kuraberuto, kurabete, or kurabe. Kuraberuto and kurabete are also interchangeable, with kurabete being used more for colloquial Japanese and in spoken Japanese. Kuraberuto is also, of course, used in spoken Japanese, but it's slightly more formal. And lastly, we have kurabe, which is used for writing, say a newspaper or a report, or just, anything written. Now let's go ahead and jump into some example sentences so you can see this in work. All right, so I have 3 sentences for us prepared today, and I'll go through them one by one. I'll read off the sentence, then break down the vocabulary in the sentence. Then I'll take a look at how this grammar, functions in this particular sentence. Okay, so number 1. その歌手の新作は前回に比べて完成度が低い. One more time. その歌手の新作は前回に比べて完成度が低い. Alright, so our first vocabulary word is kashu. This means singer, and you should be aware of this word from jlpt level 4 or 3. Next we have shinsaku. This means new work. So in this case, since we're talking about a singer, it would be a new album or CD or a single. It's hard to tell from the context of the sentence because it's pretty small. Next we have zenkai, which means previous or last one. Then we have nikurabete. So this nikurabete is being attached to zenkai. So the previous work by this artist is used as the comparison, with the new work by this artist being compared to that. Next we have kanseido, and kanseisuru means to complete, but we have this do kanji that's attached to it. And when that happens, it means the overall quality of something, or the quality of the production. And then next we have hikui, which means low. So the overall meaning of the sentence is that singer's new work compared to his or her previous work is at a lower level of completion or a lower level of quality. All right. Let's jump into the middle sentence, sentence number 2, and I'll go ahead and read it and break down the vocabulary. 前に比べて日本語がずいぶん上手くなってきた. One more time. 前に比べて日本語がずいぶん上手くなってきた. All right, first vocabulary word, 前. This means previously. The second vocabulary word, 日本語. This means Japanese. Then we have ずいぶん, which means that the level for something is high. Then we have 上手くなってきた, to become good at something. Alright, so we have 前に比べて. So the basis for the comparison is previous. And then next we have 日本語. So the person's previous level of Japanese, using that as the comparison, now they've become better at it. So their Japanese is better than it used to be, being the overall meaning of the sentence. Next, we have sentence number 3. In this one, we're using the stylized writing version of this grammar structure. So don't be fooled. There's one kind of tricky vocabulary word in here, which I'll talk about after I read the sentence. So here we go. 去年に比べ、今年は石油価格が高くなりました. One more time. 去年に比べ、今年は石油価格が高くなりました. Alright, first vocabulary, 去年. This means last year. And then it's going to be made as the basis for the comparison. So compared to last year. 今年, the next vocabulary word, this year. And then our next vocabulary word is 石油価格. Now here we have 4 kanji, so it might be a little bit tricky. But 石油 means oil, and then 価格 means prices. So the overall meaning of the word is oil prices. 石油価格. Next, we have the adjective 高い, and in the naru form, so 高くなりました. So to become high. So compared to last year, the oil prices this year are higher, is the overall meaning. So I hope by looking at all 3 of these example sentences, you can clear up in your head how this nikurabete is attached to a noun or an idea, and to make that the basis of a comparison, and the thing that's being compared to that is at a higher or lower level or quality. And keep going on with your studies, and hope to see you next time, all right? Thank you very much. Bye.